Which do you prefer, working from home or working in the office? The truth is, there are pros and cons to both. While most of us were forced to work from home at the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, many people are starting to transition back to working in the office, or just working from home a few days a week. Today we will be discussing the good and bad of both working from home and in the office. We'll also give you some practical tips to help with productivity when working remotely. I'm Raid, here with Jotform. Let's jump right in. First, let's look at the pros of working from home. The two biggest pros that most people think of are freedom and flexibility. Overall, working from home gives you more control over your schedule and work environment. You can decide how and when you want to do your work. This also means that you don't need to take a vacation day or unpaid time off just to let the plumber in to repair your broken sink. Since you're already at home, you can take a few minutes off from working to address anything going on in your house. Working from home can also give you a boost in your productivity. All you have to do to start work is hop on your laptop. This allows you to take advantage of the time in the day when you are most productive. So if you feel most productive in the middle of the night, you can just grab your laptop and work on a project at 1 in the morning. The same thing goes for early risers. No one is stopping you from getting your work done when you feel most productive. You can also benefit from improved communication skills when working at home. Remote work requires quality communication tools and software that aren't necessary in an office. This simply means that you have to learn how to use these tools and quickly communicate with others to get the job done. And finally, when working from home, there's no commute. This will save you a substantial amount of time and money when it comes to the cost of transportation and general wear and tear on your vehicle, and plus, it's better for the environment. While working from home does have plenty of advantages, so does working in the office. When working in an office setting, there is a defined start and end to your workday. When you're working remotely, you can sometimes let your work bleed into your personal life. Some people have a harder time clocking out when your workplace is also your home. And when a coworker asks you for a quick favor once your workday is over, it's much harder to say no. Your computer is right there after all. This isn't really the case when you commute to work every day. Once you leave your office building, you're officially done with work for the day. Your work life and personal life are clearly divided by geography. When working in an office, you have access to more technology, equipment, and sometimes free food. There are tools in your office building that you may not have in your home office. For instance, you may have a small personal printer at home and a much larger business printer in your office. You also have access to conference rooms, on-site tech support, and even a fancy standing desk. There are more opportunities for casual conversations or water cooler moments when working in the office. In these moments, you'll be able to have small talk and really bond with your coworkers. You can even brainstorm new ideas while casually chatting in the hall, in the break room, or in a meeting. You are able to create a sense of connection and trust when in person with your coworkers, which can be hard to replicate when communicating remotely. And lastly, there can be fewer distractions when you're at the office than when you're at home. Working remotely requires more willpower on your part in order to get things done. When you're in the office, everyone around you is also working, so it leaves you with no choice but to focus on your work too. There are distractions at the office too, like a coworker stopping by your desk, people talking, or someone microwaving their leftovers in the break room. When working remotely, you may have to deal with kids being home, pets, or other household chores. Okay, let's review. There are pros to working from home and in the office. When working from home, you have more control over your work schedule. You can work when you're feeling most productive. Remote work also allows you to improve your communication skills and save money since you won't be commuting. But when you're in the office, it's much easier to separate your work and personal life. Plus, you have access to more technology and equipment in your office building. Working in the office allows you to connect more with your coworkers, and you may have fewer distractions than at home. Thank you so much for watching today. I'm Raid, here with Jotform. Have a good one.